everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is video part 16 of the Lighthouse. This is what we have accomplished so far. We have just the bottom section now to do, and we're going to, of course, always start with the right hand side here. As always, please subscribe. It's absolutely free. And hit the thumbs up. We're going to start with number 3. And leave a comment, what you liked, what you didn't like, what your thoughts are. And as always, I hope everyone is doing well, or as well as can be expected. All right. Also, my store on eBay has been turned back on. You can find it under everything under the sun with dashes in between. So it would be like everything dash under dash the dash sun at eBay. When my channel becomes monetized, I will be also linking it into that part. So there'll be a direct link. At this time, until I get more subscribers and more people to watch my channel, that's not going to happen. And as I said, this is part 16 of the Lighthouse. Soon we'll be moving on. I think I promised a Harley Davidson motorcycle. One. That's going to be a gift to my son. Believe it or not, it's only been approximately 9 weeks since my surgery. So I'm still slowly recovering. Having a hip replacement is pretty extensive. So we've done number 3, just rechecking, looking for more, can't find any. Okay, so we're going to go to the letter F. Apparently, there are quite a few resellers on eBay that are experiencing pretty slow sales. Even some of the best sellers are reporting that people seem to be very nervous about the election and the consequences of the election. So sales have been a little bit iffy, I guess would be the right word. Oh, that became a mess. Let's see what we got here. Whoops, that's a number 3. That should go right there. This one was an F. I know that I and many others are pretty apprehensive about the election and the results and the implications of it. As one of the content creators that that talk about it. He stated that don't forget that whatever the results, nobody is going to be new in the office until January. So November is just the prelude to it of the election results, that no one knew is going to be moved into the office until January. Don't know if that's any real consolation, though. I've noticed on the last row when I'm filling in the drills that I have to keep my tray closer on the edge, and so you see my hand moving back and forth and catching drills while doing so. All right. Oh, I do see a couple more. That's why I tend to glance over it just a little bit longer. All right. Number 1 will be our next one. And of course, I like filling in odd ones. Get them out of the way. And I see a couple groupings. Not very many of this. We're pretty much done with the clouds and the sea. Working on the land now, getting to it. Then number 8. Just have a little bit more of the clouds and the sea line going on. Okay. And that appears to be number 8. We're going to number 5 now. Okay. Now this is scattered all over. And as always, I hope everyone's doing well, or as well as to be expected. I know the times have been hard for everyone. I know that even though they say the economy is better, it don't feel better to us lower income people. We don't have money stashed away. We don't make, six-figure incomes, and things have been tight. Very, very tight. Even for someone like me, I barely make $30,000 a year, which is quite low. We're gonna do letter J. So I'm always trying new business ideas, trying to find ways to make money, but have very low overhead or startup costs. One of the reasons why I do eBay is not as fruitful as I would have liked. And anyone who claims that it pays so well, yet they have a YouTube channel as well, you can bet they're lying. That's why they have a YouTube channel, is because they don't make enough money. Yep. Because it's very difficult to make enough money to live on eBay unless you have staff and you do huge amounts. And you can buy almost anything for almost nothing. And you're very, very, very lucky and have a certain niche that has a lot of money, or a really big family that's all involved in it, and you all get to reap the profit. Letter Q now. And even then, on eBay, a supposing person that didn't do YouTube but would go on with another person, supposedly he was making millions every year, did it for 10 years in a row, and then after 10 years he stopped, but then he started doing YouTube. So it just makes you wonder, okay, if you made that much money, why do you still need to do something to make money? Because honestly, yeah, people on YouTube make money. Do they make a lot? Some say yes, some say no. I'm not really sure. I'm sure it may subsidize, but I'm not sure how much. I don't make anything off my YouTube channel, so we're doing letter Q right now, which is a green. Like I said, we're getting very much into the ground now. But even people on YouTube, it's really hard to get a following. My son, who likes quite a lot of content creators on YouTube, and some of them took 7, 8 years before they ever became even remotely successful. So I guess there's really no guarantee on a lot of things. But I did want to promote my store. I have over 100 followers on my eBay store. I started the eBay store in 2019. Have a lot of good reviews. I sell a lot of different items, so, and once I recover from my surgery enough, I'm going to be putting these canvases on wooden frames. The frames are set frames, as if you were buying a painting at Home Depot or whatever. The drills will be glued on. I'll be putting a gluing factor on them so they just don't fall off. And after I do them, they'll be available to buy on eBay for anybody who's interested in the pictures I've done. We have 2 A's, and I missed a 3 right there. Need to fill that one in. All right, now it's going to be letter H. Okay. Okay, I believe we even got a few in here. Whoops, that one did go off like it's supposed to. All right. Okay. All right. Then we have the letter G. Oh, that one don't look right. Ah, it's upside down. Sometimes it's really hard to tell what's going on with them. And I dropped that one. Oh, I see. That's what's... groupings right here. Okay. And next will be letter D. All right. That ain't right. Something's wrong with that one. All right. Okay, so there's all of that. I believe the next one would be letter N. So find that right here. Letter N. Okay. I see a grouping right there. All right. Any more large groupings? Not that I can see. That was like the only one. Now we're going to fill in singular, or at least a few of them that I can see. Whoops. Okay. Well, here's one. All right. Now we have groupings that we're going to fill in now. Come on, discharge off. There it goes. Okay. there. All right. Now we're going to move to R. Like I said, we're working on the landmass now. So, okay. Whoops. Lost one of the drills. All right. Okay. Now we're going to fill in singulars that we have. See another one. Okay. No more R's. We're going to work with the number 4 now. We have a few different groupings of that one. Indeed, this one's coming right along. Although I enjoy doing it, I also enjoy when I switch to a new painting. Okay, number 4. Alright, now I'm going to switch to the smaller stylus because that is pretty much all of the large one. Okay. Here's a grouping. We're working with the groupings now. Yeah, I actually surprised myself. I thought my surgery was more than 9 weeks ago. That ain't very long when you think about it. Not for something traumatic like a joint replacement. Joint replacements definitely takes a while to recover. I knew a man in his mid-30s that ended up having hip replacements, both his hips, actually. Age is not a factor when joints wear out. So, and once they wear out, they wear out. And you can be at any age. All right, that seems to be it on the number 4. The next one we're going to do looks like S, which we have a lot of. So, since there's a large amount of fill-ins of this one, I'm going to go with the big stylus first, just because of that. Okay. And now for some slightly smaller fill-ins. It is quite satisfying to see these fill-ins so rapidly. I can see what the attraction is on them. All right. All right. So we're all with the smaller now. All right. Okay. Shake out some drill lines here. Okay, getting near the end of this letter. Whoops. had it, then I didn't. All right, there does the letter S. All right, and now we're going to do number 7. Which is a very, very light gray. Must be there's like sand. Of course, there's probably some sand considering you're on the seashore. So I'm gonna go back to the large stylus. We have some, try to get some rows cleaned up here. We have some really large areas to be done. Uh-oh. Come on. Discharge. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Flipped over and use the slightly smaller end to fill this in. Didn't want to discharge onto the adhesive. All right, we have another row of 6 right here. And I believe all the rest are just views, so going to go to the smaller stylus to do them. All right, singles. Do a few of the singles here. All right, then we have a few more rows of 3s. All right, then we have the letter K. And this is a very, very light bluish white. I would assume it's considering replicating more sand. So trying to get some large groupings going on here. Okay. All right. And again, it can take a bit to get the longer drills in line. So it takes a bit of shaking to get them to line up like that. Because there's so many of them in a row. Then we have some rows of 6 to do. Whoops. Okay. All right. Well, we're getting near the end of part 16. And as always, again, please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up. Do the bell notification if you want to be notified. Subscribing is absolutely free. Costs you nothing. As always, I want to thank everyone for joining me again. And can't wait to see this done. And see you next time.